Mathematicians, as you know, there are lots of different ways to do division. Today, you're going to be learning the strategy called long division. It's called long division because the strategy can get long. It goes up and down. Box method stays inside its box. So this is long division. If you were to ask your mom or dad to help you, this is probably the strategy that they would teach you. With long division, we are going to start the same way we would start partial quotients or the box method by writing our number, the little line, and our number we're dividing by. Long division is very similar to the box method. So we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to take our 3 and try to see how many times the 3 fits in the 6. And then the 3, and then the 9. Except instead of having a box, we're going to be going down, 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 down with each step. So first, let's use blue, and we are going to see how many times does the 3 fit into just the 6. Don't even worry about the 3 and the 9 right now. How many times does 3 fit into 6? 3 can fit into 6 2 times. So just like box method, I'll write my 2 up top. And just like box method, I'm going to take away 2 3s. 2 3s is 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. So instead of moving my 0 or moving numbers over to the next box, since this is long division, we're going to bring down our number the long way. We're going to bring down our next digit, which is a 3. So now we're going to ask ourselves, how many times can I fit 3 into 3? We're not looking at our 9, just the 3. I can fit 3 into 3 one time, so we'll write our 1 up top just like in the box method, and we're going to subtract 1 3, which is 3. Again, we're left with 0, and then long division, we're going to bring that 9 down to the bottom, so we have 9. Now we're going to ask ourselves, how many times does 3 fit into 9? I can fit 3 3s into 9. 3 3s is equal to 9. So I will subtract and get 0. So in this case, my answer is 213 with a remainder of 0. If you look at this strategy, you can see that it's called long division because look how long it is. It goes down the long way instead of staying in a box like the box method. Let's do it another time so that you can see it again. Here's another example of long division. This time we're doing 4,698 divided by 5. So we will set up our division. Divided by 5. Okay, so just like before, we are going to take our 5 and see how many times it fits into the 4. We're not going to worry about the 698. We're just looking at the 4 in the thousands place. So first of all, how many times does 5 fit into 4? Well, it doesn't. It doesn't fit into 4. It fits in 0 times, in fact. So I will put a 0 up on the top here. And I'm going to immediately move over to my next digit. Since I can't fit 5 into the 4, can I fit 5 into 46? I couldn't fit it into the 4, but what about 46? How many 5s can fit into 46? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Well, 50 is too many, so 45, that's 9. 9 5s can fit into 46. 9 5s is 45. So I will do 46 minus 45, and I'm left with 1. So now long division, I'm going to bring my 9 down, and now I have 19. How many 5s can fit into 19? 3 5s can fit into 19. 3 5s is equal to 15. If I subtract 19 minus 15, I'm left with 4. Now I need to bring down my 8, and I have 48. How many times does 5 fit into 48? Well, I know from before that it must be 9. I can fit 9 5s into 48. 9 5s is 45. So I will subtract 48 minus 45 is 3. If I look back up here at the top, there are no more digits left to bring down. So that means that this 3 right here that I just got must be my remainder. So my answer is 939 with a remainder of 3. I'm going to write that nice and big. 939 with a remainder of 3. So remember, with long division, all you do is you take the number you're dividing by, first see how many times it can fit into the first digit, write your answer at the top, bring down your next number. How many times can it fit into your new number? Do your work, bring down your next digit. How many times can it fit in that digit? Once you have used all of your digits, you'll have your remainder at the bottom. Sometimes you'll get a remainder of 0. Sometimes you'll get a remainder of a different number, like we did here, remainder of 3. Mathematicians, I'm going to do one more example of long division, but this one is a little bit tricky because it has a 0 in the middle of the number, as you see right here. And sometimes zeros can get tricky in long division. For this example, we're going to be dividing 4,051 divided by 4. Let's go ahead and get set up, and then we will do the long division strategy. 4,051 divided by 4. Okay, let's first look at our first digit. How many times does 4 fit into 4? 4 fits into 4 one time. We'll take away our 1 4. 1 4 is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. Okay, so great. This is long division, so we're going to bring down our next digit, which is a 0. So look at this. We have a slight problem here, because the question is asking how many times does 4 fit into 0? Well, 4 doesn't fit into 0. In fact, 4 fits into 0 0 times. You can't just skip this step. You need to, at the top, mark that 4 fits into 0 0 times before you move on to your next digit. Now I can bring down my next digit, my 5. Now I need to ask myself, how many times does 4 fit into 5? 4 fits into 5 one time. Then I need to subtract 1 4. 1 4 is 4, and I'm left with 1. Okay, looking good. Now I need to bring down my last digit, my 1. I need to ask myself, how many times does 4 fit into 11? 4 fits into 11 2 times. I write my 2 on top. 2 4s is 8. 11 minus 8 is 3. If I look back up at the top of my number, I can see that I have no more digits left. I've already brought everything down. So that tells me that this last number here is my remainder. So remainder 3. I'll write my answer nice and big, 1,012 with a remainder of 3. So It's important that you remember when you're doing long division to not ignore your zeros, especially in this step right here. We couldn't just move on to the next digit without marking that the 4 did not fit into our 0. So remember that zeros in your numbers are just as important as every other number.